All over Wellingborough, we've finally had a mass tree planting, and I've made it my little mission to hop around to every little area of Wellingborough to show you it all, what it's like. Hello you beautiful lot, welcome to today's grand episode of Purple Vision. Now today is Sunday the 11th of February, and most of this week I've been going all around Wellingborough hunting down all these new trees that have been put in by Northamptonshire Council. So this is the last one, and I am at Croydon Park, and look. Isn't it nice? Now my mum has lived here since 1971 when she moved up from Cornwall, and she has never ever seen tree planting like this here in Wellingborough. Okay, at Castle Fields, where you've got the big avenue of trees, they got felled because of some disease or whatever the excuse was, but they got replaced because residents kicked off. Now, this is the first mass planting been done by a council in Wellingborough, whether it's the old Wellingborough Borough Council or NNC. But it does all seem perfect timing, since we are just about to take Northamptonshire County Council to court over the lime tree felling. So there's a lot of speculation going around why these trees have gone in. I've got my own. My own is if you have a look this year, it might be because of what happened with the lime trees, we're all on edge, but I have noticed that there's been so many tree felling orders gone round everywhere. There's one tree on the Hemmingwell which had a split at the top, and instead of banding it together to let the tree graft itself, they decided to fell it. So I think this is their justification that they're putting in all these trees. I mean, look, this is a beech, Fagus sylvatica. I know this one. It's little like flags. So right, where do we start? I mean, obviously I'm going to walk through here, obviously, and explain what I've done. So at first I went to Castle Fields Park, and there's quite a few trees that have been put in down there near the willow that got felled. It wasn't due to satellites, it was just because the thing was splitting. Yeah, but it's a willow, and willows always sprout, so they've left the trunk there. That's fine. So then I walked up to Bassett's Close Park, and we had a couple of trees that were felled there due to honey fungus, and they've put some more trees in to replace those. So I think there was about 3 or 4 actually in Bassett's Park, so that was pretty cool. And then carried on walking up to where Wellingborough Eco Group, they had their big mass tree planting. The newspapers said it was 400 plants, but I know it was only about 300. So you can ask anyone, I don't know what that was about. Probably the council again trying to make themselves look good because we're about to drag their butts through court. That's speculation, of course. So I then decided to take a little walk into the Hemmingwell just to see what was there in the little spaces, especially with Cedar Way Orchard, otherwise known as Covington Grove Orchard. Now, the residents there have been very worried about the apple trees. It's a very old orchard, and the apple trees there, they ain't going to last that long. Trees only survive for so long, and then they perish naturally anyway, and these trees are perishing. So there have been no trees planted in there by Northamptonshire County Council as part of this big tree planting thing. So the residents have taken it upon their own backs, and they've put in their own trees to try and keep the orchard going. They fear if they lose the orchard, then building developers can come in and do what they please. I mean, look at the size of that. So yeah, I then struggled to find any trees around the Hemmingwell. I looked in all the little green spaces, Guillemot Lane Park, and I actually couldn't see nothing there. And it was only until I asked one of my fellow residents of the Hemmingwell where these trees were, and they said down near Orbit Tyre. So I went down the back of Fulmer and Gannett, and oh my days, there was so much there, it kind of left me gobsmacked. I couldn't believe. According to Chris Johnson, one of the council workers, we have lost one of the trees down on the Hemmingwell due to vandalism. I did see one up on Kiln Way where a branch had been snapped, and just up on Stanwell Park, it looks like a couple of cages have been lost. So yeah, there's always an element of idiocy out there that will try and break them up, but I do plead to you, come on, leave these trees alone. This is your future. These are going to be as big as the rest of these trees around here. So So from the Hemingwell, I decided to have a quick look at Eastfield Park. Now, we had 2 trees that were felled down there, maybe 3, including a silver birch. So they've put in a couple of trees down there just to kind of replace them as well, which is quite nice. And then, of course, the weather got the better of me and I couldn't do it anymore. So I then went back up yesterday morning on the 10th up to Queensway Park up near Park Farm. And wow, near Glamis Hall, there's just so many trees. Once again, it looks absolutely amazing. And I tried to take as many photographs of the labels as I possibly could, so you know what's there. Apparently people have been asking what trees have gone in, and all they've been told is that they're native. But as you can tell by some of the labels, they're not exactly native to this country. I think it's just whatever they could get hold of. Apparently this has all been planning for 18 months, but they done Kettering and Corby and left us all behind. So anyway, yeah, like I said, I went up to Queensway Park, and then at the back of Kilnway and Minerva Way, there is another, around 100 trees been planted in there, which is absolutely amazing. I was gobsmacked again. And then, of course, today I finally got up to Stanwell Park and saw Wendell View Housing Estate. But these trees, they're all in there and they look absolutely fantastic. Talking to the residents, they're all over the moon about it. Of course, I haven't heard one bad thing been said about this. Absolutely mental. And then, of course, for the final go, I'm here at Croyland Park. Look at this. Now, what I'll do is I'll run the camera over these a little bit, and then I'll do a big montage of everything I've collected, the photos and the drone footage, and I'll slam some of Jamie Brady's epic music in the background of it for you to enjoy. What's this label? A Sorbus, Acupera, Peria. Nice. There's another label. Prunus cerulata, Sunset Boulevard. Beautiful. I mean, these are absolutely glorious trees and they're everywhere. Talking with Ricky Seinfeld, I know you're shy, but you're an absolute legend. He's been working on the council for so long. He's a big photographer of wildlife, and I did actually see a picture of him putting one of these trees in, mate. So big shout out to you. Yeah, them council workers need commending, don't they? So yeah. Oh, can't believe it's taken this long to bloody do it. So whatever the speculation is of why they're doing this, it doesn't matter. We've got our trees after complaining for so long. Oh, marvellous. If I have missed any of these tree areas out and you've found some in your little pocket area parks or in the Hemingwell, wherever, just throw me a message, let me know where they are, and I'll make sure I'll go up and film them. This all needs data logging, because in 20 years time they're going to be massive, and I ain't leaving here anytime soon, so I want befores and afters. A little bit like the old swimming pool site. Herndon Court, the one that's been demolished right at the back there. I've left that one alone because Skyview has been taking care of that. So go check out Skyview's YouTube channel. I'll leave it down in the description below for you, and you'll be able to see the progression of Herndon Court. It's all been demolished. He's managed to capture that by drone. They've managed to put some footings now. It's absolutely epic. So yeah, right. Let me show you the montage. We'll go from place to place. I'll try and label it up so you know what's what and where I am. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's been phenomenal. My knee hurts. I won't be doing this again in a hurry. So love you all lots, and enjoy Jamie's music. Check out his YouTube channel. It's awesome.